Yeah, so Bayesian statistics, for your audience will know this for sure, but Bayesian statistics is differentiated from, say, a frequentist statistics in the sense that it uses random variables as your parameters, right? And so that gives you a lot of freedom to incorporate in knowledge that doesn't really have an entry point via other means. So, for example, if we are trying to get an estimate of the average height of people in Canada, say, well, that's a really nice domain for Bayesian statistics because you can put a prior over what you think the height's going to be. You know, the height's not going to be 0. You know, the height's not going to be 100 feet. And so that's just a really nice way to incorporate in some just domain knowledge into your problem such that the answer you get is making use of this common sense information we have about the problem. And that's all fantastic. And in particular, it's fantastic because you can get a model, the Bayesian model, and then you can compare it to your data, and you can be like, oh, my model is wrong. This was a bad model. I need to go back, and I need to reassess. And so to the extent that Bayesian methods, when used in statistics, are falsifiable, and you can use data to figure out if your modeling assumptions were bogus or not bogus, I think it's fantastic. So that's just one example, but you can talk about how variational autoencoders work. You can talk about MCMC, and there's all sorts of real-world problems for which this assumption that your random variables, that your parameters are random variables, makes a lot of sense, and it's been validated, and it works in practice. I wouldn't say that it's better or worse than frequentist statistics. I would say it's just a different kind of statistics, and any statistician these days is going to be practicing both, and they're going to know about the kinds of problems for which, say, a bootstrap estimator or other frequentist estimators of uncertainty are appropriate, and other problem domains where Bayesian statistics are appropriate. So from the perspective of like the Bayesian frequentist debate as applied to like engineering problems, no dog in that fight. I think both have their pros and their cons. Where I have more of a dog in that fight is when it comes to epistemology, and when it comes to saying things like the way that Newton was able to come up with his theories was using Bayes' theorem in his head somehow. And so when it's used as a model of scientific discovery, that's where I think one can start running into difficulties quite